Okay, in this video we are going to study about project control objectives. Some of one are we already discussed. Our project control system begins with the establishment of project standards. This is the first component of the control system and it forms the foundation. Standards for quality control and defined by the drawings and the specifications of the project. There are mainly four types of specifications are as follows. Drawings define the quality of work, required location, width and height. Specifications define the quality of work, performances, standards, and addresses issues such as tolerance, alignment, compression, strength, and finishes. The project estimates establishes the overall budget for the project as well and milestone costs for specific phase of work. The schedule defines when specific work items need to be accomplished as well as the overall completion date. Project control objective. The measurement standard just defines whereas the calls for the project team and constitute the planning performance from which progress is measured. They are targeting which, if well thought out, can serve to organize a very complicated project. Each project participating can be given a task, a budget, and a time frame in a hall to accomplish the job. As an example, a carpenter can be given the task of framing 100 feet of interior partition, a budget of $1,500 for materials, and a duration of 2 days. Okay, project control objectives. The second component of the project control is measure of actual performance on the project. Actual performance compared to planned performance. Okay, let us continue. Actual performance compared to planned performance will provide the management team with feedback as to how well the project is proceeding. Also, the figures on actual performance can be kept for future in references when estimating and scheduling these similar projects. Measuring actual performance is complicated process since so much information needs to be gathered from so many different sources. As on-site review of daily reports can be provided, actual duration for work, activities, and the percentage completed for the project worker time sheets and so much information needs to be gathered, so many different sources. Okay, an on-site review of daily report can provide actual duration for work, activities, and the percentage completed for different project. Worker time sheets and equipment logs will define how many hours were spent on a particular task. Purchase orders, delivery targets, and receipts will provide actual cost for material, equipment, and vendors' purchases. Weather conditions and unforeseen circumstances can be picked up from daily reports. Okay, project control objectives. There are 5 objectives or 5 points that we can discuss. The tools for progress control are bar chart or critical paths network. Whenever technique is used, the project manager should abide by the following steps. Establish target or milestone times by which identifiable complete sections of work must be complete. As each target event occurs, compare actual against targeted performance. Assess the effect of performance to date on future progress. If necessary, replan so as to achieve original targets or to reach as close as possible in achieving them. Request appropriate action from those directly responsible for the various activities. Project control objectives, planning and control techniques achieve nothing unless they are translated into action, and it is the responsibility of the project manager to see that this happens. Project control report, the information from various sources make up a raw material for a project control report, which can be organized uh, which can be which can be organized to inform project participant with up to the date of progress. As an example, a site superintendent, let me see that I am coming or not. Okay. Okay. In the example illustrated, the hours expended are greater than what was budgeted for the work. The inconsistency can be explained through an analysis of several possible options. Poor worker performance, incorrect reporting, differing site conditions, inappropriate equipment assigned, bad weather, estimating error. Poor work performances means we have assigned the work to a person that is not much related to that work instead of professional one. It is one of the most um, things occur on the site. The next one is incorrect reporting. If there is an error or some other issue in reporting, that is called incorrect reporting. The next one is different site conditions. In civil engineers, there is always a different site conditions on every and each project that the company can going to be construct. For example, one is in Karachi and one is in Peshawar. There is a lot of difference between weather conditions in the soil strata and the weather and the season as well. So there are many different conditions on different sites that the construction project manager face. Inappropriate equipment assigned, and these issues can be occur in the field as well. Bad weather that is normally occurring in Islamabad and the hilly areas as well. Estimated error. Okay. Project control report. The next step for the management is to determine which of these reasons explains the variance and difference noted in the report. Okay. Next step for the management is to determine which of these reasons explains the variance noted in the report. A check of meteorological data would verify the weather for the reporting period. A walk around the site with the superintendent and estimator would allow a check on the approach being used, the actual site conditions and time, and the quantities assigned in the estimate.